Hey everyone. So most of the courses and books around PM interviews are for beginners. It's very rare to find something which actually caters to experienced PMs. And I say this because I've rarely found courses covering topics such as storytelling, executive presence, how to solve product strategy problem in those 30 minutes, how to solve, let's say, a growth strategy problem in those 30 minutes, right? And that's the reason sort of we at pmcurve asked ourselves, should we look at this problem and solve this? Because this is a relatively unsolved problem for experienced PMs, and it actually pinches them a lot. And we talked to hundreds of PMs. We actually did a lot of interviews, and we came across three gaps that exist in this particular area. The first is around content. The second is around examples, and the third is around practice, right? Let me talk about it one by one. So let's come to the content. So most of the content around PM interviews is all about frameworks. Now, these frameworks are actually good when you're trying to get into the role. But once you become an experienced PMs, it becomes very hard to use these same frameworks to get a much richer answer that is expected in the senior product roles. So how do you solve this problem? You solve this problem by getting deeper into some of the topics like product strategy, growth strategy, GTM, and all the pricing and all that. And second, you create much richer frameworks for you to use and solve these problems in 30 minutes, right? And we are going to do that in this course. And which is why you'll be able to identify the gaps, and you'll also be able to build confidence when you appear for experienced PM interviews after going through this course. The second problem is around lack of examples. Now, there are enough examples of how to solve a particular problem using a framework. But again, it lacks the nuance or the richness that is expected at a senior product interview. How do we solve that? We first create like a database of questions specifically for Indian companies. And second, we try to sort of answer it at 2 or 3 different levels, which is like one at a PM level, one at a SPM level or GPM level, one at a director level, right? Once you go through like what sort of answer is expected at like a beginner PM level versus a director level, you would be able to create a very simple mental map on what to do in these senior product interviews. The third problem is around practice. And that's why we are just taking experienced PMs in this course, right? As an experienced PM, you will be matched with people who are at least at par with your experience or better than you. And you can do a lot of mock practice interviews. What's better is if you struggle to figure out what is the right feedback for you, you can record these mock interviews. You can share it with me, and you'll get a feedback directly from me or from like one of the senior product leaders in the industry, right? And that will help you actually identify the gaps and actually solve the problems that you face in doing these interviews or clearing these interviews. So these are the 3 gaps that we are planning to solve through this course. This is a course for experienced PMs only. And join me if you feel like these problems are something that you need help with. These areas are something that you want to work on. And finally, I have taught more than 400 PMs now in the last 1.5 years. So you can be assured that this will be high quality. What's better is it's actually very affordable. It's priced at 15,000 rupees only. It's a live cohort, so there are limited spots. So definitely go to pmcurve.com and check out this course, Mastering the PM Interviews, and either pay for it and book a spot or join the Q&A session that is scheduled on 15th of June at 3 p.m. IST. Thanks a lot for hearing me out. Have a good day.